Hello, everybody. Sorry, I'm running a little bit behind today, and I actually didn't quite get my project finished that I want to show you. So you get to see it in process, I guess. Uh, that's okay. We'll figure it out, and hopefully a few of you can join me live. If not, I hope you enjoy the replay. Again, welcome. My name is Candice Anderson. I'm coming to you from Hiram, Utah. And today I decided to combine two challenges into one. You see me participate in these challenges quite often, especially the global design challenge. I've done that one quite a few times. And I decided to also do the TGIF challenge today. And I had the opportunity to watch my friend Rose Coleman display or demonstrate this fun fold, and I wanted to try it for myself and share it with you guys today. So we're gonna get switched here, and so you can see what I am doing. So I am going to be using the Cheers and Sips stamps and dies for my project today, and the global design challenge is a color challenge. So it is Old Olive, Strawberry Slush, and Pecan, uh, Pretty Peacock. Sorry. Those are the colors that we're going to be using. I did add in white neutral color as well. And I will have to share a picture of the global design, not the global, the TGF challenge um, thing, because I don't have it where I can share it with you. But I will share the layout design with you, so you can kind of see where I came up with my layout. Um, so I will tell you first thing, the design layout is actually the card going this direction. And it's kind of like basically taking something like this down here and then a little saying up in the uh, edge there. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing here, but we are going to go long ways with this card for a pop-up card. So if you want to try and make your own, feel free to come back and pause this. I am on Facebook Live, but it also goes to YouTube Live. So if it's over 30 days, you can always catch it on YouTube. So I have got just a regular standard 8.5 by 11 that I've cut at the 4 1/4 by yeah, we're going to fold it by the 5 1/2. I am actually going to score this. Most times you see me, I just fold it. Sometimes it doesn't always score very well when you fold it this way, because the paper is um, designed to fold a certain direction easier than another direction, the other direction. So sometimes I will actually go in and score this one. This one right here, I've just got a piece of white and I have cut it. It's still the 11, but I've cut it at 4 inches. So it's going to go just inside here. So we're going to grab out our scoring, cutting, whatever this thing is called. Uh, Brain is not working tonight very well, obviously. We're going to score this one first, make sure I move my cutting blade out of the way. I'm just going to put this one in at my 5 1/2 so that we can fold that in half. Just a standard card there. And then this one here, I am going to score it at 3 inches. And then I'm going to score it at 5 1/2 as well. And I'm going to score it at 3 inches again. Oh, got ink on that. That's okay, because we can flip it over. I'll be honest, I missed the first part of her thing, so I don't know what measurement she did. I just kind of made up my own. And really, truly, you can kind of do this with any kind of different measurements here. So that's what I went with. So I'm going to fold this one so it's out. And then I'm going to fold this one this way. I'm going to flip and fold it this way. So we're making like a little M shape if you were to go here. You'll notice that this is smaller than this. So when we put it in our card, we're actually going to have it so it's attached here and here. One thing that you want to be aware of though, because I did do this 11, if you were to fold the card flat, it is not going to fold down all the way. That's okay. I want it that way as long as it folds flat this way. That's what matters to me. So we're going to set this aside for a second and we're going to do the, oh, I'm going to set this one aside. We're going to do the top of the card first here. So this right here is some of our two-tone cardstock, and I had just cut it in the 4 by 5 1/4, and I just tore it down the side in a diagonal. So I ended up with 2 pieces when I was done. So I actually have 2 different cards. I want a little bit more up and down on this one. So I'm just going to tear a little bit off. One thing I love about the two-tone cardstock is that it's white inside. And so you can have that fun little edge there on your card. Um, so I also want to do something a little fun. We're going to move these aside for a second. Like I said, we're using the cheers and sips. And I'm going to grab my little pieces here. I have not cut them out yet. I was running behind. So they're not cut out, but I'm going to show you what I've done. So I have actually gone through and I stamped them in Versamark and I embossed them in black. And then I did something kind of fun on the little glasses here. And so I am just going to grab, we'll start with our strawberry here really quick. And I've just filled up a little container with water, and I do have a just piece of scrap paper that I can clean my brush off with. So I'm just going to get a little bit of water there, and I'm going to open up my ink here, and I've just pressed the lid into here so that I can get ink on here. And I'm just going to dip my brush in here. So when I go to color this, I want you to kind of see it's got a little bit of fun magic behind. Can you see the little ice cubes popping out when I color this? I can add more water, less water, whatever. I really love this technique for these glasses because you can get that kind of fun feels like liquid inside there. But what I did was I stamped the ice cubes after I had done the black Versamark and he embossed it. I made sure it was good and dry, and then I stamped in the Versamark again, and I did the clear embossing powder so that those ice cubes would pop out on my little cubes. So I've done the same thing on these other ones here. And I've got some cut out, so I'm just going to show them to you. So this is in the Pretty Peacock, same thing here. And I do need to color this one because I didn't like the coloring that I did on it before. So we're going to hurry and color this one really quick. And again, you can add as much water or less, really give you that watercolored look. You can add more ink to get some darker edges versus lighter edges. Just kind of depends on what you want. Super simple and easy to do a quick watercolor though. I'm going to clean my brush off, and this is just a regular old brush from the store, nothing fancy there. And then I'm going to grab the Pretty Peacock here, and I'm going to do the inside on this one. I had originally done it green and I didn't like it, I'll be honest. So we're switching colors here. Okay. We can move these ones out of the way. And we've got our strawberry. All right. Then one other thing that we're going to do, we're going to take this. We're actually going to move these out of the way because I don't want to get ink on them. And we're going to take our card base back here. We're going to take our old olive here. And sorry, we're going to get water on this, good and watery like this. And then we're just going to kind of tap it. And we can get a fun little sprinkle on our card base. So another quick, easy way, you've seen me do it with the markers, and I saw someone else do it this way, and I really liked this a little bit better because I could get a lot more ink and it wasn't like ruining my marker tip. So we're going to set that aside to dry for a minute, and then we're going to work on the inside. And I'm going to move this out of the way so I do not spill it all over things. You ever done that? You're in the middle of the project and you manage to get ink or water or something all over the place? I've done that a time or two. So now I have my inside here that I'm going to work on. And I am using the Timeless Plaid Designer Series paper because it has some of the old olive and the Pretty Peacock in here. And so let's see. I'll grab some of this. And try and remember how I have this laid out. I'm going to put this one here. And I'm not going to use that one for a minute. I have the strawberry slush that we're going to add here. I wanted to go with a lighter color here so that you could write on it and write a little message. And the rest is kind of going to be a little bit more decorative here. All right. So this piece right here that I've put right here, the stamp set or the die set comes with this cool, oh, where did I put it? Okay, it comes with like a little thing that you can put inside the drink to make it kind of like it's, or in the cup. There it is. So it embosses it kind of, so it makes it look like your cup is decorative. But I took it and just put it across. I don't know how well you can see that, but I just kind of put it twice across here. And then I am going to take a piece of white that I just cut really teeny here, and our Pretty Peacock. Actually, do I want it in Pretty Peacock? I'm not going to do it in Pretty Peacock. I am going to do it in Strawberry Slush. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't get this far. So this is the little one that says, "Let's celebrate." And we're just going to hopefully stamp this across here several times. We'll see how well I do it. All right, actually worked. And we're going to grab our glue and we're going to put this just along the top here, just so it kind of gets a little extra something on fun on this section here. And we'll add some glue and put this section right here. So one other fun thing, this is super cute, just how it is. We could attach it in here and it's super cute, pops up, but we're going to pop up a little bit more. So we are going to take, ooh, where did it go? I know I had them up, but let's see. 1 inch by 2 inches. Okay, so we are going to take a 1 inch piece by 2 inch. Now you can do it whatever width that you need. My pieces are really small, so I kept it 1 inch. And we are going to score it at every 1/2 inch here. And hopefully, like I said, I have not actually done this. I just saw her do it. So hopefully I followed instructions well and that it works. All right. So I have 2 of them, and we're just going to fold that, and we're going to use our bone folder to get a nice crisp fold here. All right. So I have done something similar in the past to make this little fun pop-up, but in the past I pre-cut it and popped it out of here. So this time we are actually just going to make one that sits here. So we're going to just squish this down here, and we are going to, I guess it doesn't matter what side we put it on. We are putting some glue on the open-ended side, and I'm going to put that down, and I want it to go roughly about right here. And then I'm going to put some on this side so that the outside part does not have glue on it. And then when we pull it up, it creates that little square pop-up that we can place our thing on. Give it a minute to dry. And then we're going to do the same thing down here. So we're going to add another one. I'm going to put this one about right here. And you could do a whole bunch of these in here, just depending on what you wanted to do. I'm going to add a little bit more glue under this guy. Make sure he stays down. And then we can attach our little pieces here. And I'm just going to attach it to the front. Again, not a lot of glue. And I only want it on the section that it's sticking to. So I don't want any glue on this part. I only want it on this part here. And I'm going to do the same thing on this one. Add some glue. We're going to add that little guy there. And I do want, I did those reverse of what I wanted. Shoot, let's see if I can take it off. Nope, I guess we're going this way with them. That's okay. It'll work just fine. So now I have my little strawberry, and I am just going to cut a little slit in my strawberry. And so I can kind of make it stick over the edge here. And we will, actually, we're going to grab a mini glue dot maybe. All right. And grab a mini glue dot to stick that on with. And I'm going to put it on this back side here and stick it to the back. Hopefully it will stay stuck. So now we've got that cute little popping up mechanism. So super simple, easy. Now to put it into our card. Actually, we're going to finish the front of our card first real quick. So we have the front here. We've got our piece that we've cut. I did think about embossing this. These pieces are actually really fun to emboss because that white pops through, but I decided not to because I have a lot going on with the little cups as it is. So I didn't want to take away from the cups. And I'm going to pop this one up with some dimensionals. Throw some on the back here. I can hold this one on with one. And we'll throw one more here in the middle. And before I put this one on, though, I do want to do the stem for my, and I want the longer one. So I know this is not the actual stem, but I just want to make sure I get enough height. So I'm going to use this one instead. And hopefully just stamp it in Memento ink. I don't want to do the embossing here. I'm going to stamp that and hopefully it works good for me. All right. And we'll pop this one up as well. But I wanted to make sure I did that part before I put this one on because I didn't want it in the way when I added this one. Stamped up. And to finish it off, I have stamped the cheers and embossed that already. I did stamp it on the watercolor paper just because I wanted it to match. And we're going to add some adhesive on the back here. And just add a little bit of this strawberry slush ribbon. And cut that edge just a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and pop this one up as well. Maybe. All right, here we go. I'm going to add that little embellishment there. And I think we do need a few little embellishments. Let's see what we got here. That one has strawberry. Those ones might be kind of fun. I also have those. Too many to choose from. I'm kind of liking these. I like how they're kind of, iridescent a little bit like this. Where do we want to put them? Nope. I think we're going to use little ones and we're going to put them up here. Maybe. Can't pick them up very well. Okay. Gonna grab the tool. That's supposed to pick them up easier. And see if I can pick one up here. I'm never very good at this. If you guys are better at it, tell me your tips and tricks. There we go. So now we have the front of our card and we're going to put this on the inside. So we're going to add our glue here to this part. And then I am going to lift it up and just line it up so it has that edging around the thing. Now remember, I said it's not going to spread all the way out. It's not going to go all the way down, so that's okay. We want it to go that way, so we're going to let that one dry for a sec. Then we're going to put the glue on this one. So rather than folding the card to just kind of try and line it up that way, since I have some wiggle room, I am actually going to line it up where I want it. Make sure it's lined up and fold it to make sure it's flat. But if I just fold it and go down, sometimes it doesn't line it up quite the way we want it to. So again, super cute. That's the TGIF challenge layout there. And then our inside and those colors are the Global Design Challenge. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Super fun. I'd love to see what you come up with. I'm going to switch this. Thank you again for joining me tonight. Remember, I do go live every Monday on my channel. You can check out my YouTube. I also do have my scrapped episode. I did go early this month. Usually I'm the end of the month, and I switched with a friend who was having some technical difficulties. So you can check that all out, and we should have a new episode this week from one of my other friends. And remember, you can always shop online at candiceanderson.stampinup.net and follow me on my blog on Facebook, Instagram, anywhere you can find me and see what fun projects I have coming up. Thanks again. Have a fantastic night. Bye-bye.